You have the playlist ready. Child's pose. Knees wide. Kiss the toes together. Bring your forehead to the mat. Send me a message in the chat box if you're having any issues. In your child's pose, just start to settle. Let the belly release between the thighs. Let the forehead roll side to side. And take some big, deep inhales and exhales. Maybe some sighs or some hums or haws. Feel the belly totally relaxed. Feel the hips sinking back towards the heels, softening in the shoulders, and feel the breath in the back body. Often we think of the heart and the chest and the lungs in the front body, but you can feel it in the back side as well. As we set the intention this morning around heart work, being hard work, just honor yourself, your feelings throughout the practice, and choose to move however you wish. Andrew Bennett says the longest journey you will ever take is the 18 inches from your head to your heart. So staying in the child's pose, we'll take a little pranayama, a little breath work exercise called boxed breathing. You'll inhale for the count of 4, hold for the count of 4, exhale for the count of 4, and then hold again for the count of 4. So I'll count you through the first round, and then you can go ahead and do a few more on your own. If this is not working for you, or you want to increase or decrease the length of counts, by all means, do what works for your body. So let's all exhale, let it go. Then inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in and count on your own. 1. Maybe just one more round. And on the next time you exhale, just let that go. You can stay in your child's pose. If you want to add my playlist or your own, go ahead and press play. And from child's pose, really press through your fingertips, clawing the mat, and start to draw yourself into a tabletop, but keeping the knees wide. So shoulders over elbows and wrists. You could lift the feet and the shins, and then lower your hips and draw your heart through a variation of cobra. Draw the shoulders back. Inhale here. Exhale all the way back to child's pose, hips towards heels. Inhale here. Draw yourself up to that wide-legged table. Inhale. And pull yourself forward, cobra. All the way back, child's. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, pulling into cobra. Hold here. Holding hips down, cobra. All the way back, child. So go ahead, take that one more time with your breath. And then again, draw yourself all the way forward into your variation of cobra. Lower the shins, the feet to the mat. Walk your hands as wide or wider than your mat, all the way off the mat. Spider crawl your fingers, elbows to the sky. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, dip left shoulder, look over right shoulder. Inhale here. Come on back to center, right shoulder towards the center, look over the left. Come on back. Once more each side, just kind of flossing the shoulders. Moving with your breath. And then as you're ready, come to tabletop. This time, hips over knees, traditional tabletop. And we'll do some wrist stretches before we move. So flip the fingers to face your knees, maybe one hand and one palm at a time, slowly lowering, or both. Just be gentle with how much weight you're putting into the palms. Continuing to breathe here. And as you're ready, flip the palms to face you, thumbs still face back, either one hand at a time or both hands, slowly lowering the back of the hand down, stretching out the wrist, the forearm. Big breath here. Exhale, let that go. Just shake out the wrists, shake out the feet a little bit. Tap the toes, and come back to your tabletop. From tabletop, inhale, right arm to the sky, look up. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm all the way under, flip the palm up. Lower your shoulder, lower your right temple. Inhale here. Exhale, extend your left leg behind you, toes to the earth. Press your heel away. Either stay here, keep drawing your right hip in so you don't roll to your right, or lift your left leg, keep it straight and strong, and little pulses with the left heel. Working those glutes. Couple more little pulses. Option to pause or take little toe taps, tapping your left toe to the left and right, long left leg. One more time. And now draw your left knee toward left elbow, bend the knee, crunch it to the side, and extend. Twice more. Exhale, pull it in, and lengthen. Crunch and lengthen. Lower the left knee, unravel yourself all the way out. Look to the sky. And right hand comes to the mat. Few cat-cows to wash that out. Close the eyes, undulate the spine. Connect movement to breath. One more round. And then find your neutral tabletop. Drawing your rib cage in, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, left arm to the sky, look up. Reach and spread through left fingertips, and then thread the needle. Left arm under right armpit, left ear to the mat, looking to the right. Stay and breathe here. And then exhale, extend your right leg back, toes to the earth. Notice the tendency to roll to your left, so keep bringing your left hip under your knee to stay stable. And then option to lift your right leg and begin to pulse. Right leg long. Option to keep going here or take the toe taps, tapping right toe to the right and left. Don't forget to breathe. Then re-extend your right leg. Exhale, crunch right knee to left to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Two more. Crunch. Extend. One more. Crunch. Extend. Lower the right knee down. Unravel, pressing into your right palm. Left arm all the way to the ceiling. And come on back. Tabletop. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Downward facing dog. It might be a shorter down dog than you're used to. One breath here. Inhale. Exhale, slowly lower the shins and the knees. Just tap the knees to the earth. Little tabletop. Inhale, back, down dog. Keep going. Tapping the knees for a tabletop and lengthening the legs. Heels back. Three more. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you find down dog. Lengthening the hamstrings, stretching the calves. Next time you're in down dog, stay, move it around. 3 breaths here. Pedal the feet, shake the head, spread the shoulders. And then start to find stillness. On your inhale, right leg high, bend the knee, open up the hips, scorpion, fire hydrant, maybe roll the ankle around, or maybe big circles with the hip joint, with the thigh and knee. Keep plugging through both hands. One more inhale. Re-extend your right leg long and just lower it next to the left. Inhale, left leg high, bend and open. Take up space. Maybe roll the ankle around, the whole thigh. Inhale, re-extend left leg and lower it down, downward facing dog. Walk the hands to the back of the mat, forward fold. Bend the knees, ragdoll, interlace hands around opposite elbows. Let the shoulders, head, neck, jaw relax. Just feel the weight shifting forward and back, side to side. Maybe close the eyes. And then as you're ready, release your hands. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Crown of head reaches forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees a lot. Slowly, one vertebra at a time, roll your body to standing mountain pose. Take your time. Roll all the way up. Stacking shoulders and hips. And when you get to the top, squeeze it up. Exhale, side out. Twice more. Let it go. Nice. One more. And release. Next, inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Interlace hands behind the head. Lean your head into your hands. Little heart opener here. Elbows stay nice and wide. Inhale, stand back up. Keep the elbows where they are, hands where they are, and lean to the right. Keep plugging both heels, both feet into the mat. Little side stretch through the left side body. Inhale to center, elbows wide. Lean to your left. Left elbow down, right elbow to the sky. Inhale to center. Take it back to the right. This time, soften the knees, take a little bend, and full big circle to the right. Maybe once or twice. When you come back to standing, we'll take that to the left. So lean left, bend the knees, circle around. Come all the way back to standing mountain. Inhale, arms up. Spread through fingers. Relax shoulders down the back. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Walk all the way forward to plank and pause. Hold your plank pose. Spread through all your fingers. Press your heels away, lift through the thighs. Make sure the head and neck are just an extension of the spine, so look a little bit in front of you. Got 5 more breaths here. Can you take the smooth, slow breaths you started in child's pose? Even as you're working hard, you're strong. If you need to lower your knees, you can do so. You're building the same strength. You got it. 3 more slow inhales and exhales. Last 2. Stick with it. And everybody lower the knees, standing up on the shins. Stack shoulders over hips. Inhale, reach your arms away from you, nice and wide, palms up. And then exhale, draw the elbows behind the back, almost as if they could touch. Again, inhale, reach wide, palms up. This time, draw the elbows back and sink your hips towards your heels. Keep going. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Once more. Comes to standing. Interlace your hands behind your back with your fist, punch down. Bring your fist outside the right hip and kind of twist your left shoulder back and then switch. Just kind of move your arms and see how that feels, stretching out your shoulders, your heart. And let it go, release. Shake out the hands, plant the palms, step to plank. From plank pose, slowly lower all the way to your belly in one piece. Bend the elbows, keep them close to the rib cage. Slowly, slow it down, all the way to the belly. Reach your arms out in front of you. We're going to take a few heart openers here. So arms up by the ears, toes reach back. Keep the feet, the shins connected to the mat for the first round. On your inhale, lift the arms, lift the chest, look forward. Flying forward, inhale. And exhale, come on down. One ear to the mat, just shake out the hips, let it go. I'm going to take 2 more variations of that. Feel the release between each pose. And then come on back, chin to the mat. Reach the arms forward. Either repeat the same thing or this time legs and arms lift. Inhale, lift up, peel up. The thigh lifts, the heart lifts. Look forward, reach through toes, reach through fingers, flying. And slowly, opposite ear to the mat, shake out the hips, let it go. Okay, once more, I do the same thing we just did. We're gonna add arm variation. So inhale, lift, get higher, just as high as you were. Bend the elbows, pull them back like cactus arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Once more, reach and pull. And slowly lower all the way down. Maybe bend the knees and windshield wiper. Extend your arms out wide like a T. Palms flat. And from here, we're going to move right into can opener. So let your left leg go long to the mat. Roll all the way to the left side of the body. Right leg reaches behind you, knee is bent. You can look to your right. Your right hand can come by the chest to deepen the stretch. And slowly come on back to your belly. Reach your right arm long. Turn your head to the left, right ear to the mat. Left hands can stay long or come by the chest. Bend the left knee, heel towards glute. Roll all the way to the right side and reach the left leg to the right. And slowly come on back to your belly. Plant the palms, tuck the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Slowly bend the knees, hovering tabletop. Shins and knees stay off the mat. You got it. Now step your right foot in a little bit and left foot in a little bit. Hovering tabletop. Extend your right leg back, left leg back, plank pose. We're going to keep going. Step your left knee in, right knee in. Hovering table. Step your left leg to the back of the mat, right leg to the back, plank. Right leg steps, left leg. Right leg long, left leg. Keep going, keeping the hips stable. Or if you feel like you'd like to add a little energy, a little cardio, you can very gently and lightly hop into the hovering plank or hop into the hovering table and back to plank. One more, whatever you're doing. Okay, down dog. Let that feel release. Full round of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Next, inhale, right leg high. Step it through, runner's lunge. Hands frame the foot. Draw your right hip towards the midline. Start to twist to your right, right hand behind the head. Lean your head back. Right elbow to the sky. Left palm can be on a block, on spider fingers. Keep drawing your right hip in. Inhale here. And exhale, right elbow towards right shin. Back to the ceiling. Keep going. Exhaling and inhaling, opening and closing. Take one more. Right elbow high. And then plant the right hand inside the right foot. Lower your left heel. Left hand behind the head. Twisting to the left now. Variation of side angle. Again, right hand could be on a block or spider fingers. Press the outside edge of left foot. Inhale, lift left elbow higher. Exhale, left elbow come towards right elbow. Back to the ceiling. Keep going. Exhale to close. Inhale to open. Keep drawing right hip towards midline. One more time. With the left elbow high, press into the feet, rise all the way up. Warrior two. Maybe widen your stance. Right knee over ankle. Relax the shoulders and the face. Spread through fingertips. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse triangle. Straighten the right leg. Left hand down, left leg. Reach up and back. Unclench the jaw, the face, the toes. And then bringing your arms through a T, reach forward and down, triangle. Maybe walk the back foot in a little. Lean your chest, your heart back. Spread through left fingertips. One more inhale. And exhale, take it back, reverse triangle. Back into triangle, reach forward and down. Right hand to the shin, pull up on the right kneecap. Last time, reverse. The right side body grow and lengthen. And triangle, one inhale. Cartwheel the hands down, step it back, plank pose. Lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale for cobra. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Take a full rounded breath here. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. As you're ready, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it between the hands, runner's lunge. Draw your hips towards the midline. Right hand stays planted, left hand behind the head, twisting the torso to the left. Left elbow to the sky. Keep reaching your right heel behind you. Inhale. And then exhale, start to close left elbow down towards chin and open. Going at your own pace. Once more. Left elbow to the sky. Left hand comes inside left foot, right heel down, side angle. Right arm starts to reach up and come behind the right head, lean your head back into your hand. Inhale here. Exhale, start to close and open. Move with your breath. Take one more. And then press into the feet. Rise all the way up, warrior two. Stacking shoulders over hips, maybe widening the stance. Full rounded breath, inhale. Exhale. Reverse triangle, left leg straightens. And then arms come through center, forward and down, triangle pose. Stacking the shoulders, leaning the chest back. And relax the head, you don't need to gaze anywhere. Reverse. Left arm up, right hand down, the right leg. Back to triangle. Maybe shorten your stance for triangle. You can always use a wall for support in triangle and half moon. Last time, take it back, reverse. Beautiful, feel the space through the rib cage, left side body growing. And then triangle, one breath here, inhale. And on your exhale, cartwheel the hands, step it back. Optional flow, maybe your first chaturanga. Exhaling as you lower 90 degrees. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. When you reach down dog, option to stay here, or option to take pike push-ups. Your elbows are going to go wide, and your forehead, crown of your head is going to go between your thumbs. So we'll take 5 if you're joining. Exhale, inhale, press. Two more. Downward facing dog, inhale. Bend the knees, look to your hands, and hop through to your seat for some core. So come on to your seat, feet out in front of you, hands behind the back, fingers can face the hips or fingers can face wide. Start to lift the feet off the mat, draw the thighs towards the chest, and then extend the legs long. Inhale, pull them in. Exhale, press them out. Your triceps are also working as your elbows bend. Keep going, in and out for 10. You got it. Last 3. And we release in a full body stretch. So let's turn your extended, take your arms overhead. Reach through fingers and toes, big stretch. Inside out. Bring your feet and your arms nice and wide, like a starfish. And we're going to take starfish twists. So you'll lift your torso and you'll lift your leg, opposite arm to opposite leg. Right arm reaches for left shin or foot, lower all the way back into the starfish, left arm to right foot. Keep going, crossing the midline. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you lower. Getting that core engaged. Just take one more to each side. And then release, maybe hands to the belly, feel the core strong. And then last thing, plant your feet, knees to the sky. You're gonna do a traditional sit-up, and it's okay if your feet come off the mat. So set yourself up, and then with your hands, you'll twist to the left, roll all the way back down, sit up, twist to your right. So like you're rowing or chopping, getting your obliques working. Yeah, you got it. Awesome job. Let's take one more to each side here. And just release when you're done on your back. Maybe shake out the legs. Give yourself a loving hug, squeeze the knees to the chest. And then however you'd like to get into down dog, maybe a rock and roll vinyasa, maybe rolling to the fetal position. Take your time, no hurry. Down dog as you're ready. Take 2 cleansing breaths. And from down dog, look to the hands and tiptoe all the way to a forward fold at the top of the mat. Half lift, long spine. Exhale, release. Inhale, root to rise all the way to mountain, arms up. Interlace your hands behind your head as you're ready, elbows wide. Feet about hip width apart. Start to lean right elbow to the right. And then keeping your right foot planted, lift your left foot off the mat to the left. Open up the arms, balancing star. Inhale, come back, 2 feet on the ground, hands behind the head. Lean to the left. Left foot stays down, right foot goes wide. Open up the arms. Beautiful. Come on back. Hands behind the head. This time, arms up, but hook the thumbs and pull the palms away from you. Arms straight overhead. Exhale, start to bend the elbows wide as you keep pulling the palms. Inhale, straighten. Again, slowly, they may not go very far. And lift, switch the grip of which thumb is on top, and you take 1 or 2 more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, pull them apart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, isometrically pulling. Thumbs stay hooked, elbows bend. And release, shake that out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or hop back. Your vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Take your time as you transition, moving with your breath. From down dog, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, high lunge. Step the right foot to the top of the mat, arms up. Right knee over ankles, shoulders over hips. Draw the rib cage in. Maybe widen your stance. Inhale here. Start to reach your left hand down, right arm up, without planting your left hand to the earth. So reaching to the inner side of the right leg, right foot, but without planting. We're going to transition to one-legged mountain. Right foot is the base. So I'm going to use my arms. Curl your arms backwards, and then reach your right arm to the sky, left knee, left thigh lifted, one-legged mountain. We're going to do this a few times. So starting to transition, this time windmilling your arms forward, left hand comes down, left foot steps back. Maybe you need to touch down with your knee or your hand. We'll take it twice more. Try to keep the balance. So start to windmill your arms and step off, left knee lifts, right arm to the sky. Exhale, start to step the left foot back, High lunge, twisted variation. Beautiful, control. Come on back, one more, one-legged mountain. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step all the way back. This time, let your left hand come down. Turn all 10 toes to the right, so left heel to the mat. Reach your right hand back, lift the hips. Arrow lunge, inhale. Exhale, turn back to center, 2 hands down, left knee down. Take a breath in, low lunge. And then half splits. So hips go back, right leg starts to straighten, toes to the ceiling, flexing the toes towards the shin. You could always have your hands on blocks, water bottles, or on the shin. 2 breaths. Relax the head and the neck where you can. As you start to rebend the right knee, we're moving into frog. So walk your hands to the left, coming to the wide side of the mat. Both knees and shins come to the mat. Knees and ankles are in line, shins are parallel, and start to fold forward. It's a pretty intense hip opener, so you choose how far you want to go with it. And we'll just stay for a few rounds of breath. One more, inhale. Exhale, begin to press yourself back up. Slowly bring your knees closer to each other. Bring your hands to the top of the mat. Feet to the back of the mat. Any way you'd like to get back to downward facing dog. A full round of breath in down dog. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Next, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, high lunge. Step the left foot all the way to the top of the mat. As you're ready, arms up. Maybe widen your stance on train tracks rather than a tightrope. Draw the ribcage in. Start to reach your right hand inside left foot without touching the ground. Left hand reaches up to help you keep the balance, resisting. And then we're going to come into one-legged mountain. Start to cartwheel your hands backwards, windmilling them. Big sweep. Left arm lifts, right knee lifts. Beautiful. Then start to swing your arms forward. Step your right foot back, right hand comes down, left hand high. Inhale. Twice more. Go ahead. Lift off. One-legged mountain with the right knee and thigh high. And exhale, step your right foot as far back to find a high lunge twist. One more. Press off. Left foot is the base. Stand tall and then step it all the way back. Inhale here, lower the right hand. Start reaching the left hand back, lower the right heel to the right, toes point to the left. Lift the hips, inhale. Exhale, 2 hands down, all 10 toes facing forward. Lower the right knee gently to the earth, low lunge, stay here. Half splits, weight goes back towards the heels, left leg begins to straighten. And we'll take frog pose again. So rebend the left knee. Walk your hands inside, walk towards the middle of your mat. Left knee comes down. Maybe you take it a little wider this time. Knees far apart. If you need to roll up your mat or use a blanket for support, make sure your knees feel supported. And again, lower only as far as feels okay for your body. It's a pretty intense pose. You should know your limit, so listen to your body. 4 rounds of breath. As you are ready, press yourself back up. Start to walk your knees closer to each other, very slowly coming out of the pose. Bring your hands to the top of the mat, feet to the back of the mat. Option to take a vinyasa, or straight to down dog. From down dog, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, warrior two. Step the right foot forward, left heel down, arms wide. We've been here once before. Set up your alignment. Press your outside edge of left foot, right knee over ankle. Relax the shoulders. And then everybody bring your hands behind your head, elbows wide. Start to lean your right elbow towards right thigh, side angle variation. And maybe you pulse here, just lifting your left elbow a little higher, engaging the obliques. For 3, for 2, for 1, open up the arms. Option to stay in a side angle with the right forearm down. Option to bring your left hand to left hip and move into balancing half moon. Right foot is your base. Look forward, right hand to a block or the floor. Left leg lifts, maybe left arm lifts. If you fall out, you have time to come back in. You can always practice on a wall. Press the left heel back. Press your left hand against an imaginary other left hand to roll the shoulders on top of each other. And then we're going to step into star. So step your left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Arms up, shake out the hips, let it go. Hands to hips. Turn your toes forward and fold. Wide-legged fold. Any arm variation. You could walk your hands behind your feet. You could walk them forward. Let the head completely relax. Put a little more weight into the toes. 4 full rounds of breath. Then begin to walk your hands under your chest. Inhale, take a half lift, lengthen the spine. Start to walk your hands back to center, turn your toes. Step back, optional vinyasa. All right, you know what's coming on the second side. Stay present. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, warrior two. Right heel down. Open up the arms. Relax the face, unclench the toes, the jaw, shoulders over hips, and then interlace hands behind the head. Check that your left knee is directly over the ankle. Maybe widen the stance, and then left elbow towards left knee. Keep opening and twisting the chest. Little pulses if you'd like. You got it. Strong in the obliques. One more, and then open up the arms. Stay here, half moon, side angle. Floating the right leg off the mat. Check if your left toes want to point towards the right side of the mat. Bring them back to parallel. That just means your hips are not quite as open as your body would like. Stacking shoulders, spreading through fingers. 2 more breaths. One side might be drastically different. That's okay. Have some patience with yourself. Inhale. Step right foot all the way back. Star pose. Arms up. 2 feet on the mat. Sink down, goddess. Hands behind the head. Knees bend. Press your knees a little further back. Elbows wide. And then right elbow to right thigh. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Once more each side. You got it. Inhale. Beautiful work. Come on up and release star pose. Turn your feet forward. Hands to hips and fold. This time we take a twist. Maybe you want to widen your stance, feet even wider this time. Walk your left hand towards your right foot. Holding onto your ankle, your shin. Reach your right hand to the sky. Option is stay here and hold for a few rounds of breath before you switch sides. Or just cross opposite hand to opposite foot, moving a little faster if that feels good in your spine. We have about 7 rounds of breath, whatever you're up to. If you've not yet switched sides, now's the time to switch. Everybody, walk your hands back under the chest. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, walk your hands to the top of the mat. Optional vinyasa. Your flow of choice or straight to down dog. From down dog, inhale, look forward, shift forward, plank, shoulders over wrists. Slowly lower to forearm plank. Forearms are parallel. Roll your heels to the left, toes to the right. Right hand to the sky, forearm side plank. Right hand behind the head. Your left forearm can come a little bit in towards the midline to support you. Lift the hips, option to stay here, or close the elbow and open. Twice more. Everybody come on back, forearm plank. Hold and stay or lower the knees for a breath. And then meet us in forearm plank when you're ready for the second side. So heels roll to the right, left arm to the sky, bend the left elbow, bring it behind your head. And maybe left elbow comes towards right, back to the ceiling. Hips stay lifted. Right forearm could come a little more towards the middle of the mat. One more. All the way back, forearm plank, inhale. Everybody lower the knees. Hips and knees stay in line. Walk your hands forward for a puppy pose, variation of child. So hips high in puppy pose, forehead or chin to the mat. Let the belly release. One more big breath in. And exhale. And then come all the way onto your belly. We're going to take one more back bend here, bow pose. It's totally optional. If you want to just take what we did at the beginning, Shavasana variations. So for bow, you bend the knees, reach back for your feet, ankles, shins. Knees stay about hip width distance apart. Inhale as the heart lifts, kick your feet back, feet into the hands. Shins reach back, thighs lift. 2 breaths. And then very gently, slowly come out of the pose. Maybe windshield wiper the legs. We'll take just a belly down Shavasana in stillness. And hands by the chest, tuck the toes. Make your way to downward facing dog. Last standing sequence. From down dog, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step forward to warrior 1. Left heel comes down about 45 degrees. Shoulders and hips square, maybe widen your stance. Draw your left hip forward, right hip back. Inhale here. Exhale, left arm under right, like you're gonna give yourself a hug or eagle wrap, but don't touch your arms. So you're just kind of hovering them. Inhale, and then pulse them towards each other. Yeah, then undo that and go the other way. Right arm under left without holding or touching, just hovering the little eagle arms. Stay strong in your lunge, right knee over ankle. Okay, start to unravel. This time, full hug or full eagle wrap with the arms. And then step into your right foot, left thigh over right, full eagle pose. Maybe your left toe is a kickstand. Sit low in the lunge, lift the elbows. Lift the crown of the head higher. One more inhale. Start to open and unravel. Step your left toes to the left. Star pose. All right, twice more, we're going to come into eagle and release with star. So start to bend your knees. Cross left over right. Left arm under right. Hug or wrap. Inhale, squeeze tight. Exhale, open up the arms. Left toe to the left. One more. Eagle, sit. Get low. Find your balance. Inhale. Bringing everything out. Exhale, open up, feel the release. And just shake that off, let that go. Move your limbs around. Beautiful work. All right, we take a vinyasa between sides as you're ready. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. halfway lift. Release, down dog or vinyasa. Great work, everybody. 2 rounds of breath in down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, warrior 1. Left foot to the top of the mat, right heel down. Arms up alongside the ears. Relax the shoulder blades. Draw your right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, squaring off the hips as best you can to the front of the room. Keep the legs as they are. Right arm wraps under as if you're going to give yourself a hug or eagle wrap the arms, but don't touch them. And then begin to pulse. All right, switch it out. Left under right, without touching, pulsing the arms. This time, full eagle. Wrap your right under left, hug or double wrap the arms. Left foot is the base, right thigh crosses over. Chair pose in the legs, sit low, but lengthen the spine. Elbows lift, inhale. Exhale, arms up, right toe taps to the right. And then come into eagle again. Whatever expression of your pose, squeeze everything together. Exhale, release it. One more. It's great for digestion. Squeeze tight. Open up. Feel some fresh blood flow coming in. And then shake that out. Let it go. As you're ready. 2 feet parallel, about hip width distance. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold forward and stay. Maybe interlace the hands behind the nape of the neck, forearm along jai line. Maybe bend the knees deeply or grab onto opposite elbows for a ragdoll. We stay for 6 rounds of breath. And then release. Half lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step back. Optional final vinyasa or your final down dog. Just notice this down dog. Take a full inhale. And on your exhale, start to bend the knees. Look toward your hands. We're going to hop to a squat. So hop your feet outside your hands. Land soft. Heels in, toes out. Maybe the heels lifted. Bring your palms to heart center. Use your arms, your elbows into your inner thighs to sit taller. Crown of head reaches high as tailbone reaches low. One more inhale. And then have a seat. Wide-legged seat, so legs go wide, heels to the earth, toes to the sky. Flex the feet and press the balls of the feet away from you. Shoulders over hips, sit tall. Right forearm into inner right thigh, elbows bent, left arm over the ear, reaching for the right foot. Option to use your left fingertips to kind of hold your head. Let the head relax, the neck relax, close the eyes. Keep grounding both sit bones. One more inhale. Exhale. Rise all the way up. Left hand plants outside left hip. Press into the heels, point the toes, lift the hips, reach the right arm up. Another variation of star pose. Feel the space, the expansion. And exhale, have a seat. Sit up tall again. Take it to the left. So left forearm inside left thigh, reach right arm overhead. Relax the head, the neck, the jaw. Maybe right fingertips hold the left side of head. As you aim to ground both sit bones evenly, feeling the stretch in the right side body. Take one more big breath. Let it go. Reach your right arm all the way up. Plant it outside your right hip. Point the toes, lift off. Hips high. Heart open. Exhale, have a seat. Bring your feet to the middle of the mat for one final seated forward fold. You could also bend your knees a lot or a little. It might feel really great on the lower back. Lengthen the spine and then begin to fold forward. It's not about how far you go. Keep some length in the spine. Couple more breaths. Again, it might feel really good to bend the knees here. Different release in the lower back. Last breath here. And slowly start to unravel yourself and come to lying all the way on your back. Draw your right knee into your chest, hands to the shin, give it a nice squeeze. And find half happy baby. So right sole of foot to the ceiling, right hand to the foot. Draw the knee outside the rib cage. Left hand can encourage the left hip towards the earth. Head, neck, shoulders, all relaxed on your mat. Inhale here. Cross the right leg over the left side. Left hand holds on to the top of the thigh. Twisting. If this is too intense, left knee can bend and go under the right. Turn your head to the right. Extend your right arm wide. Slowly come back to center. Extend the right leg alongside the left. Stay here for 2 breaths. Just notice how your body feels. And then draw your left knee in, hands to the thigh, or hands to the shin. Squeeze the thigh into the chest. And move into half happy baby. Left hand to ankle or foot, right hand coaxing the right thigh down, right hip down. And then cross the left leg all the way to the right side. Bring your right hand on top of left thigh, left arm wide. Close the eyes, turn your head left. Final spinal twist. Start to unravel, come back to center, and let your left leg go long. Stay here and let this be your Shavasana, Or take another 10 breaths of any kind of movement you need or adjustments, maybe a full happy baby or feet up the wall, last back bend. But know that you've done enough. It's time to slow down, time to rest and restore and soak up all the benefits of the work that you've done. So grabbing whatever you need and finding stillness. I'll give you a full 5 minutes of rest. without moving at all. Just begin to reawaken your body. If you have the gift of time, stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like. If you're ready to continue the day, small movement, eventually pulling knees to chest and pausing in the fetal position before moving further, while I read a quote from your Daily Board. Have I been neglecting the things I need to do to stay safely in the world? Have I been failing to care, to be of service and love without expectation, and to meditate and breathe, and to give thanks and mean it? Have I been forgetting that the feeling of fulfillment is a skill, and that it has to be honed, that the heart work never stops, that it must be continued? The heart tended to like gardening, happiness is a habit, joy as a new religion, passion as a frequency. Where my heart is concerned, I am always back in school. Coming to your seat, sitting tall and proud, hands to heart center or hands on the heart. Exhale everything out. Inhale to fill up and let that go. Thank you. Thank you for practicing with me. So great to see you this morning. Nice work.